What's up everyone? Blanson here. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight is a special night because just before recording this, I hit 200 subscribers. Thank you so much if you're currently subscribed. That's really cool. We're playing Emu tonight. Keeping the grind going. Not going to be too long of a one. I don't have a heap amount of time. Just before we jump into the games, I just want to do one quick little exercise, just where I go card by card through the list and talk about each card and sort of how I'm using them in the deck and or how I'm underusing them. So first we've got the Shirahoshi 2K. I don't use this a lot, but it still has its uses. Stops you from decking out. It's good into ace. I just need to start using it more. It's because it's like you need to find those situations where they don't have like a one drop or something small on the field that can swing into her, so then she becomes like a blocker as well. You just got to try and practice using her a bit more. But it's good. It's worth having just for the emergency non-deck out scenario. Sharia. I think I'm using her okay. I don't know how many of these you want to resolve in a game. Like, is there a limit? Do you just use it on one don, or either on your first or second turn, and then after that you don't really touch it, or is it just common sense where you use it if you need to find a piece later? But yeah, it's good cut. I think I know what I'm doing with that. Mosgard. 2K, that's all it really is. I find one thing I was thinking with the 2Ks is I kind of find myself pitching 2Ks for 5K swings a lot. So I'm giving 2K counter when I only need to give one. And I think maybe, I don't know, I could maybe drop down to 8 2Ks in this meta. Because I have not playing as many aces. And there's just a lot of 5K swings coming, and I'm dropping 2K counters a lot of times for 5K swings. I was thinking maybe of swapping two of these for Charlos, just because I think that something extra to do on the early, like on 3 Don, would be really nice, and it kind of fits my playstyle as well because I like to get aggressive with my bodies, and then by having a blocker, you can protect them and make sure you don't overextend by swinging. It also trashes a card, so it helps your engine. This is something I wouldn't mind trying. Look, I might as well put it in now. But I think eight 2Ks might be enough just in this meta. Maybe that's wrong, but I think this is a really good card, and I'd like the flexibility that it adds, and then the early game options that it adds, and the extra consistency. This card appeals to me, so I'm going to chuck 2 of those in for 2 Mosgard. Saturn. I probably need to use this more in the mid game. I kind of just use it on either 4 Don or 5 Don, and then don't really put it down again apart from Elders. But maybe I need to spam these more and see if just the fact that it replaces itself, ends up just being really good. Valkyrie is probably the opposite of Saturn. I'm probably using Valkyrie too much. Just kind of putting it down, thinking that just going wide for the sake of going wide, when I probably don't need to. I don't know. Nostrio is one of my favorite, probably my favorite card in the deck. I need to practice setting it up more. I need to practice using it to just be more aggressive and just swinging 5K with it early. But I'm getting there though. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Mars. I feel like there's not as many. It's definitely not as prevalent in this meta as it was last meta. Just because last meta you had Ace and Zorro, and they pretty much, both of those decks always had a target for you to Mars on 6 Don. So yeah, but Mars on there's like every deck you play either has, you know, like Boa has an effect when you KO, or you burn your life when you KO. Mihawk or like Toshigi can't be KO'd. Perona, if you KO it, brings out a 5 cost. You've got purple Doffy cards which do things when KO'd. You've got it's just like Imu. If it's a mirror, you can't use Mars unless they have less than 7 in trash. But yeah, this is not as prevalent of a card. I really don't find myself using this much at all, especially off Alders. I'm barely using this effect, which is good, I suppose, because you're keeping a card in hand and still putting a blocker up. But yeah, maybe I need to hunt for the ground death combo more. But it's such a hard thing with ground death not being searchable, and then like in your early searches, you're always trying to pick up a Saturn or something else. So you're not really like hunting for Mars. It's Mars ground death is a hard combo to pull off consistently. But yeah, not getting much use out of it. Jupiter, definitely need to work out how to use this more. I think I'm focusing on it a lot. Like whenever I see a Jupiter in hand, I'm leaving it there. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm always playing you on 7, 8, or 9 Don. I need to work out how to best to set it up, how best to get the most value out of it. Do you build the board first and then put it down and swing, or do you put this down first? Or do you set this up early and then get value out of it the turn after? I don't know, but we'll get the hang of that. Elders, pretty straightforward. One, I need to I haven't once played it on the field and just left it there. I set it up for a turn and then swung with it the turn after. I haven't done that yet. So I'll have to work out in this meta which matchups you can afford to do that. Maybe you could do that into Mihawk, because they don't have any. Well, they could stun it though with Lauren Beppo. I don't know. Boa, you could put it. Like not many decks have removal for it. Does Boa run Red Rock? Maybe a couple. I don't know. But yeah, maybe there's some instances where I could plant this down. But apart from that, yeah. And then also the searching aspect of it, where like how many, you don't want to have too many copies in your hand too early. How many copies is enough? How many do you actually need to resolve to win in the game? Yeah, it's because this meta it's really fast. Like a lot of the games go fast, and you don't really need to you're probably on average resolving this maybe twice. So you don't really need to see more than twice. There's only some grindy matchups where I've needed more than 2. But on average, I'd say it's about 2 or even 1. And then the games are just over. Garp event. Some matchups I use this a lot, or when I see it, it seems to work, or work really well. But then other times you don't really see it. Or maybe you either see it too early where your trash is not big enough. But when you see it late, it's still pretty good. I don't know. It's just kind of at 2. It's just a little bit awkward. Like with Shirahoshi being at 2. Well, we got a lot of 2s now. But Shirahoshi and Mossguard being at 2, that's fine because they're 2K. So no matter what stage you get them in the game, they're just a 2K. Even Charlos, yes, that's at 2 now, but it's still a 1K. Those are fine. They're just draws. It's also searchable, so you can just grab it for a 1K, or you can put it down. You could maybe do some stuff late game with it where you trash. You swing. You play Alder, swing on Nosturo, trash it, play this out. In very niche scenarios, maybe put up 3 blockers, but it's a 2, but it's still a counter. This being at 2. It's not a counter, so early in the game, before your trash gets to 10, it is a brick. And it kind of comes up at weird times. But I do like it. When they swing 5 at me and I play this and then grab a 2K and then defend it, that's so much value. It is really so much value. But this could be something else. This could easily be more Mossguard, more Shirahoshi, or Equilibrium. Mainly with the Equilibrium, it's not the plus 3K that entices me. It's the KO a 6 cost. Like, you could catch your opponent off guard by KOing a base cost 6 sometimes. But yeah, it could be that. It's just okay. It's not bad. Searcher, yeah, using that fine. It's pretty straightforward. These never existed. Yeah, I do need to figure out if I'm using them too early. Am I like giving them up too easy? Do I need to do I need, like, am I prioritizing them in searches in the early game too much? That sort of thing. It is a tricky card because it's just like such an iconic piece that you get kind of baited into thinking that, like, oh, this is Imu's key card and I should take it whatever chance I get. But it's like, you don't have to take it whatever chance you get, maybe. But yeah, that'll come with practice. Ground Death, it's you don't have any choices with this one because it's not searchable. So whenever it's in your hand, it's in your hand. You either use it for the counter or you, like, the negate effect, I have barely used, to be honest. You either, if you have it with Mars, well then good. If you don't have it with Mars, you're only really going to be using it to go for game late, but there's not a huge amount of blockers in the meta or, sort of decks. I feel like with Imu right now in its position, if you're going to, like, the games aren't too close. Like, it's kind of a blowout either way, if that makes sense. Would be good in the mirror, though, if it comes up, like, negating a walkery block, or there'll be situations where it's definitely good, but there's not too many scenarios where it's just like, oh, I need to negate this blocker effect so I can go for game. That doesn't seem like it's coming up that much, but it doesn't matter anyway because it's still the plus 4K. Yeah, not searchable, so it's not really. I don't have to make too many decisions with. If it's in my hand, good. The stages, 7 cost, straightforward. The 1 cost, apart from the mirror, I haven't played a matchup where I've had to put it down. Maybe Jinbei. We haven't played a Jinbei on the sim yet. Rayleigh, I don't know if anyone's still playing Rayleigh. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other matchups where you want to play it. It kind of just feels... I was running through my head. I'm like, is there any matchups that it would be good in? One, just to segue slightly, because it's kind of relevant. The biggest matchup I'm thinking about right now is Mihawk. I had a game earlier today. It was against a Mihawk, and the guy destroyed me. Now, I chose second for it. And then by the time I play my first Elders, he has 2 7-cost Shanks set up. And I'm thinking that I need to go first against Mihawk to stop, to delay the Shanks by 1 turn. Like, because it's not even... You don't even really... Your Elders become irrelevant once they set up those Shanks. Yes, you can play your Elders a turn earlier if you go on second, but they don't matter because the Shanks just rest both your blockers and they can just destroy your board after you play Elders. Like, the blockers mean nothing. And the blockers are what makes the Elders turns so strong. It's because you get to do all this stuff and then have 2 standing blockers after. And then Mihawk just turns them off instantly. Or Shanks, just swings 9 and you can't block. Or you can block with 1 after the first Shank swing. But it's still... The Shanks just mess up the Elders. Like, the Elders is less impactful when there's 2 Shanks on the board. So I think maybe you go first. So at least you can, you can set up a big... Like, you can put pressure on with your Elders. What's the word? How do you call these guys? What's the word? If you're an Emu player, how do I differentiate when I'm talking about these Elders and then this 10... the 5 Elders? I don't know. It kind of annoys me when I'm trying to talk about it because I keep calling this playing the Elders, but then when you're talking about the mid game, you're still playing Elders. I don't know. Anyway, if you've got any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, maybe if you go first, 7 Dawn, you can have a pretty strong turn on their 8. They play a Shanks. 9, you can have a really strong turn. Then they're still playing Shanks. So you're still, like, it's the same lines from both players, except they're putting the shanks down a turn after, and you're sort of getting an extra turn of like doing aggro stuff with, or putting good pressure on his life with these, or maybe you're getting an extra turn of swinging into board. It also, like, Tashigi comes down a turn later. There's just stuff to, I don't know. There seems like there's stuff to do, or like maybe going first would be better. More options before they just they just can't go Tashigi, Shanks, Lord Beppo, and it's just over. Like I'm not surviving. No one survived. No Emu's player surviving that. It's too strong. But yeah, I was, is this one cost? Would this be a matchup where you play the stage, or just so you on three, if you want to go first, on 3-Don you play, you can play a 4-drop and start putting pressure on, and things like that. But then I don't know, is playing a 4-drop for 3 worth having to play your Jupiter for 6? I don't know. Maybe that could be one of the stupidest things I've ever said, but yeah, I just think going first, I'm going to start going first against Mihawk. But yeah, that's just quick. I just wanted to get some thoughts out of my head about the deck. It's still really fun. I'm really loving it. Even the mirror I really like, because it's like really fun, fundamental one piece. And you've picked a good deck when you've made a good decision when you enjoy the mirror. All right, let's jump into some games. We're at 1.7 billion bounty, and we're playing against Boa. What's Boa's curve? The 4-drop Boa on. Nah, I think we'll go second. This is a good hand. Still not sure. The other night we had a game where we aggroed down Boa and it seemed to work. Maybe we just got lucky. I don't know if that's correct. Interesting. We'll take the Saturn. Oh no, so that's going to the trash. For some reason I thought that was going to the bottom, but that's all right. And then trash the Elders, because Boa puts you on the clock anyway, so I don't think we need too many of those. Yeah, look, I'm just going to try and swing. I'm just going to swing and just not worry about triggers right now. I feel like Nosturo is going to be pretty good. Maybe we don't need 2 Saturns. Maybe we do. I'll give you one. What do they do for 3? Oh, that Marguerite. And yep. Okay. So yeah, I want to swing. I want to swing and just put pressure on. Like, I want to starve, but at the same time, I don't want to let decks just set up on me. And we got lucky, no trigger. Let's play this. Put this in the top. Let's just try and find a Mars, just in case we would decide to. All right. $6K, $6K. We'll take one. Count on the other. I think because we can do a double clear with it. I think we'll play Mars on the Boa. We'll Mars the Boa and then we can swing into the Marguerite. Seems decent. Or we could just keep swinging face, putting pressure on. But I think if we can clear two bodies in one go, that's pretty tempting. So have we got all the elders already? Got Saturn, Valkyrie, Nosturo, Mars, Jupiter. All right, we got them all. Cool. 10 in trash. Just need to find an elders. Trash one of these. Okay. Maybe we'll play the Sharia then to trash that. I really want this to die, so I'm gonna have to go 7 into it. Otherwise we. Okay, now do I leave a Don open or do I can save these for next, these combo for next turn. I'd rather, yeah, I better leave a Don open. Oh, we do have a blocker, but I need to stay at 2. Leave the blocker up, play Jupiter, swing big. Okay. With these events, when you're playing against a deck that has, or like when you're in the middle of the game and there's no board, you just feel in such, like you feel in control, really. Like what can you do? Play Kuma, swing 6, or plays something and swings, like he has to swing minimum 9. That way I'd like for me to give more than 1 card. And if he swings 9, he's got 3 Don left, no board. It's just, we're in a decent spot. Maybe a good player wouldn't swing with the Marguerite, so I can't do the double clear. Okay, hard playing the Gorgon Sisters. And he's got 2 of these. Alright, that's pretty scary. And he can use 1 next turn. Alright, so he just reveals those, touches 1. Do I 2K or do I use one of these? See, from next turn onwards, he's just going to be tapping out and tapping out. So I think we'll... So if you look at his hand, the Jupiter is probably not as... 5K swings are just as good. So I think maybe Nosturo, Walker, leave 1 open seems pretty good. I like 5K swings at the moment. He's basically got 2 bricks and then a... Alright, he's got a 1K. Trashed one of those. We could go 6, 6, 6. Do we need Walkyrie? Or do I go Jupiter, Walkyrie? And then basically almost end the game next turn. Hmm. You know, I almost like we almost don't have to leave a Don open. We could go Mars, Nosturo, Walkyrie, and then play Shirahoshi, and then that sort of serves as a blocker. Let's just keep going fives. I think fives is fun. Although I should have used Shirahoshi now if I was going to use Shirahoshi. Forgot about the card restriction. Okay, takes that. Let's go. What if we just go? Forget about the Walkyrie. We'll go Nosturo for 7 or 8. He can use the slave arrow, but that means he has to pick this up if he doesn't want to pick up a dead card. And if this is not on the field, I think we kind of like that. Let's try the Shiroshi. Just try it out, and we'll put a Elders and a 1-drop. See what he trashes. Okay, that's nice. Play the Nosturo. I would like to see a 10 cost. We can play that next turn though. But I think 7 might be enough. Because he either gives me the slave or he doesn't, you know? Especially if we just drop that, let's punish him with a 7. He takes. Okay. Do we need to be careful about dying? This is a slightly scary board now. We can defend like a 7 and nah, we should be okay. Ooh. Maybe shouldn't have cycled that out. That's all right. We'll just be confident. Okay. Not activating this first. Okay, how can we need to defend? Can we defend all these swings? 1K. I think we can, you know. And then we just go for game. Don't know why he didn't activate this first. Maybe he doesn't have 3 with Lily or Kuja. No, he's got two bloody old ladies. I think if he activated that, this would have died. See, this is where GARP event would be so good. All right, so he's got that. He can pick up this and 2 1Ks. All right. Oh, hang on. No, because he had 3. So, sorry, my mistake. He already had 3 targets for this. So what is it? 2K, 2K, and then event. And then we just play Jupiter and we can activate Shirahoshi, rip a card out. I think it's over if we defend this. Yeah. Cool. And this was, yeah. All right. Interesting game. maybe I just need to put the Shirahoshi down more often. Just put it down and just like, because if like, yeah, make him. It just puts doubt in your opponent's minds. Do I, waste a swing on it? Do it, especially in this scenario. Yeah, as I said, when there's no one drops, put it down. Sables is pretty cool. All right, we'll play one more, and then I better go. It's nice to be Boa though, but I'm not. I'm. Next time I play it, if I play it again, I'm gonna play the same way, where I don't get scared about swinging. We did get lucky that first life wasn't a trigger though. But like, if you starve, right? Just say they were on like 2 life there or 3 life, and I'm sitting there 1 life, and got to deal with a Boa and this huge board, a 9 cost Boa. We're going first against Nami. Nami is interesting in this manner without the EBO3 cards. What do we want to do? What is Nami gonna do on me? I don't know. I'll just keep it. Take Mars, I guess. See if anything we can KO. And trash the elders. Alright, what's this trigger gonna be? Kiku? Or does Kiku need 3 life for me to... This is probably 1 too many ground deaths for my liking. But maybe we'll ditch the Moss Guard. Alright, I like that. I'll take a Valkyrie and trash the Valkyrie. Hang on. Maybe shouldn't have played Sharia after using leader ability, but... And... I'll just swing 5. I think if that is Kiku, staying at 4 might be... I wish... Let me just quick... I should know this, but... Kiku... I'm just quickly Googling if it is... what the trigger is. Oh my god, I just Googled Kikunojo. Yeah, no. It's a Kik. I'm countering. I'm countering. No. No. Don't have 10. We've thrown. Oh well, we've committed to it now. And then we'll give up the Mars. Alright, that was terrible. That was terrible. My mistake. Let's trash you. Swing 7. Yeah, they're counter-outing it. Well, they've only got 1 swing, so let's just play our Valkyrie. That was bad by me. I forgot about the trash. What do we do here? Play this. Yeah, I'm a card short now. What a weird game. Oh, because it burned all. Ah, you bastard. Sorry, excuse my language, but the Robin forced me down to 3 after all that. Realistically, maybe last game, instead of saving the 3 Don for Walker, I should have just gone all in. We will just set up this Jupiter. And do I swing another 7? Or do I need the draw? I'm gonna swing with it, and then yeah, when they KO it, we still get a draw, so. Oh my god. What a bungle. I'll take it. Can we get something that's not searches and 2Ks and just in case he plays ACOS Kid, I better not go down to 1. This is interesting. Not swinging at the Walkery. Guess he wants to starve me of cards. Kuma, heal 1. All right. Okay, so maybe we'll leave Walkery standing so we can safely. Do we have all the elders? We don't have Saturn. Jupiter, Nostro, Mars, Walkery. Jeez. What do we do? Just swing big, put him to 1, and then. This is bad One Piece. This game, I don't like it. 9 cards to 2. So if I take this, he plays the kid, and then goes. What can you do? 7, 5, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 7. I'll take it. Oh, I knew I should have potentially cycled this last turn. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, that's huge. Yeah, this we're going down to 0. And then it's a shame. What a disaster. I'm tilted after that. Early, that how he ended up getting this to trigger. I should have gone big early. Might be a sign that I'm just due for a bit of time off. We've been putting in a lot of hard work. No Saturn. Okay, so there's 7k leader now. We're gonna trash this. Give me Saturn. Where are you? What a joke. Well, we're gonna have space after we play. Let's just play elders. We'll trash the other elders. We're running out of. I don't think we want to give him any heal, but we could. Oh, what else? No, choose her. Don't want to KO that at the cost of a card. I can just put down another Walkery and have 3 blockers. No, we won't KO. So we're going to go 4. Have 1 Don open. It's just an easy block. Maybe we don't swing with an Asturo. Just a free block for him. All right. Oh, hang on. No, well, we got leader swing as well, actually. Let's just swing. No, he's 7k. Yep. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go minus this. Maybe we should have gone leader first so we saved the Nostrio active. Anyway. Ugh. Weird game. So Nami with the blocker beards, eh? I wonder how. Yeah. I don't know. It's literally, it would play exactly like Ace. What do we got here? Nojikos, Red Rocks. It's just, yeah, blue and yellow, good stuff. So we've got 3 blocks. So we block, block, block. I'm just thinking if we need to use the Shirahoshi. I suppose we will. Well, we can. We use one of these, get some cards. Okay, so we block with this. He's got 2 swings. If he splits on these, it's what? It's 12, 14. No, we'll event one of these. We'll event that one. I don't even think he really wants to swing with this, actually. Cool. No effect. Okay, this is interesting. So we've got a 7, and a 12. So we need to make sure we get counter off this swing. Okay, good. No blocker. If we win this game, it's ridiculous. And he swings with this. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's start off with a 7, and we'll minus, what do we want to KO? Doesn't really matter. The Luffy. Yeah, we got to go for it. So what? He gives me 2 cards, goes to 7 lead, and then we just split. It's interesting. Don't tell me we're going to win. We're not allowed. This is not a game with Spirit. We're not allowed to win this. Why did you just throw? Okay, 2k, 1k. So if we just go 9 with Jupiter, and then we can go 14 with lead. And if he blocks this 9, we'll do Nosturo another 9. Look, it's not over. Maybe we should have actually split those up a bit more. Could have gone maybe 10. Okay, 2K, 2K. Yeah, see, I have made it a bit. If I did 11 on that, that would have been 2 more Don, and then it would have been 11, 12. Yeah, I should have got 11 on that, because then if he ditches his whole hand, we just go Nosturo. So it would have been that, and then Nosturo for 7, and then 9 to close it. Maybe that was it. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe, let's see if, what? Does he reckon he's got one more 2K? He's just given me 3. If we just go 8, we go 8, and then we go 3 for Nosturo and go 10. 8, 10. Or 9, 9. Does he have a 2K? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on. So he just gave me 2 2Ks for a 9. So he's either got a 2K or nothing. So we either go 9, 9 and hope that's a dead card, or we go 8, 10 and hope that's a dead card. It's the same thing. If that's dead, if it's a 2K, we need to go 9, 9. No, because if it's a 1K, he would if it's a 1K, he would have given me a 1K. So I think we have to go 9, 9. Because yeah, we have to. Let's just trash. Let's trash our Nosturo, see what we get. Ooh. We can't play both of those. That's a shame. I think 9, 9. We got to do 9, 9 because if that's another 2K, it's not going to be a 1K. It's 100% not a 1K. So it's either a brick or a 2K. If it's a brick, whether we go 9, 9 or 8, 10, it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, all right. It has to be 9, 9. It has to be. Oh, and it wasn't 2K. Wow, and he got another 2K. Oh, GG. We didn't deserve to win that anyway. How many 2Ks do you have in your hand? 5 before the end. Jesus. What a silly game. All right, well, there's a bit of Saturday night entertainment for you. Don't know how many Namis I'm going to face in this meta. It kind of like... all these cards, it runs a lot of good cards. Like Robin's good, Kiku's good, Kuma's good. But what makes it really meta is EBO3 when it gets the Robin and the yellow Nami. Because they're like, straw hat, like you need a straw hat leader, so it does like relevant stuff, or like it kind of has synergy. But at the moment there's nothing. The leader effect is good, but there's nothing really in the deck that synergizes with the leader. You maybe could play some stuff from the new starter deck, like SG29 stuff. Maybe someone will cook up something with that, but then deck space gets pretty tight. At the moment, you're kind of just playing a worse version of Ace. Thought we had that. What could we have swung? So if we went, let's just see if those swings could have been any better. Maybe the Nosturo. We should have gone 9 from the very start, maybe. Should have gone 9 from the start. Because then he would have had to give me... because he gave me... he gave me baby 5 and the Kuma. And then he would have had to give me 2 more 2Ks. Then we've got 8 Don left. Then we swing 9 again with Jupiter. Yeah, no, we should have gone 9 from the start. We threw it. The 7 wasn't good. Or if just say we did go to 7, and then we had 10 Don left, we go, and we just split them between Jupiter and lead, and we go 11, 12. So the 7, he gives me the 2K, 1K. We go 11, he goes 9, 11, 13. Nah, it doesn't work. The 9 to start off with, because then he has to go 7. Or he goes, he trashes that to go to 7K, 9. Gives you another 2K. Then I go 9 again. Then he gives me 2K to 2K. No, yeah, no. I think no, actually. Too much counter. There's a reason he swung with the white bid. Maybe I should have read into that. Anyway, not going to dwell on a stupid game like that when the early game was a disaster. Anyway, but yeah, good fun. Just wanted to jump on and make a quick one. We're currently at 16 wins, 11 losses with Emu. It's not bad. 59%. It's not bad for how much we have to learn. Yeah, not much else to say. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Need a refresh. I will come back tomorrow, hopefully. Keep it going. Got locals Tuesday. See how we go with that. Hopefully, I'm winning that one. Yeah. Like the last locals before nationals, I want to be ticking that off as a win, just to make sure. Like that would give me like otherwise, if you're not winning locals, you're probably not gonna like make a huge impact on the weekend. All right, guys, I'm rambling, tired, and need a break. Thanks so much for the 200 sub, whoever the 200th was. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.